Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a brew built around, well, Ancient Imperiosaur, kind of an old card here, but a ton of new upgrades and ways to sort of build around this with the token cards that have come out since this card has come out. If you don't know Ancient Imperiosaur, one of my old-time favorite cards from the last couple years. It's 7 mana for a 6/6, but it's got Convoke, Trample, and Ward 2, and it enters with 2+1/+1 counters for each creature that convoked it. So essentially, if you convoke it with 7 creatures, it's a 20/20 trample with Ward 2, which is pretty good. You obviously want to play this in a deck that can kind of go wide and have a bunch of creatures that you can convoke it out with. So the idea here is to use some of the new cards from Foundations and also Fierce Empath, which is quite good with this because it is an elf and a 1/1 for 3, but it lets you search your library for any creature with mana value 6 or greater. So it lets you consistently find your Ancient Imperiosaur, and also contributes to the convoke of the Ancient Imperiosaur. So a lot of cool, interesting synergy, Fierce Empath and Ancient Imperiosaur, to make it just more consistent that you're going to get out this giant Imperiosaur here. Also, being an elf is quite nice because we got this new Dwynen's Elite, which is a cheap way to make sort of green elf tokens, which is good. Also, Llanowar Elves and the Llanowar Stalker are both cheap elves. Stalker is nice. It can kind of pump up its power here when we're kind of going wide with a bunch of tokens, but also an elf, so you could play the Dwynen's Elite on turn 2 and get the token from that. And the Empath itself is an elf, so that's how you kind of get the trigger here with Dwynen's Elite. Otherwise, we're playing white for a bunch of token makers as well. Resolute Reinforcements, 2 mana, 2 tokens. Hop to it, 3 mana, 3 tokens. And then the new Release the Dogs, 4 mana, 4 tokens. So the nice thing about playing those cards that the same amount mana cost as the number of tokens that you have that it creates is that you don't really have to kind of take a turn off to play the Ancient Imperiosaur. For example, if you have 3 creatures out and then you play Release the Dogs for 4, then you can tap the dogs right away and use them to convoke the Ancient Imperiosaur. So they're kind of just like free cards in a sense to convoke out the Ancient Imperiosaur, which is pretty powerful. Also, I'm trying out the Surrak, the Hunt Caller here, which is a 5/4 for 4. It says at the beginning of combat, if creatures you control have total power 8 or greater, target creature you control gains haste until end of turn. So my thought process here is that you really want to give Ancient Imperiosaur haste if you can. That's very powerful because if it just comes into play and they have a removal spell, even though it does have ward, which is nice, and sometimes that can get around removal spells. Other times, they will have a removal spell, and if you can give it haste right away, you can just attack in for lethal if it's a 20/20 or whatever. And this can, again, also tap to convoke it and also give it haste. Also, just kind of a decent beatdown creature itself. You'll often have enough power, even if you don't have an Imperiosaur out, to give itself haste, which can be useful just if you're kind of just going the beatdown strategy. And then a couple of these Sandstorm Salvagers, which makes a token and also can pump all your other tokens, which is pretty good with what the deck is trying to do here. One of Mirrex, which can also make some tokens. And then this Restless Prairie, which seems pretty good. This can pump the whole team and kind of fixes the mana here. So pretty good mana base. We get to play the Verge here, which is nice for a green-white deck as well. So that is the deck, Ancient Imperiosaur combo. Let's jump to some games and see it in action. All right, on the play here with a pretty good hand. Let's say. Start with Elf. And we can go turn 2 Empath. If that works out. Yep, okay. Let's do that. And get our big in here. Ancient Imperiosaur. Next turn, we can cast Release the Dogs. Oh, never mind. No, Release the Dogs. We can play another Empath, probably. Could play a Llanowar Elves. I think just play another Empath and get another Imperiosaur in case they have, like, discard or something. And swing. And then next turn we can play Release the Dogs. Makes me discard. Okay.
You won't be
Guess I'll discard the elf. tap land. Okay, let's attack Lily here. And play the Release the Dogs. Don't quite have enough. This is only 6 creatures. We need... Well, we can... Next turn we can play an Ancient Imperiosaur, but... if we had had one more creature, say they hadn't killed our elf there, we would have been able to cast a huge Imperiosaur. Discard, sure.
We all have things.
I want to discard the land or the other Imperiosaur. I mean, my play next turn is definitely just cast the Imperiosaur. Can I cast 2 Imperiosaurs? No, I can't cast 2 Imperiosaurs. So it could be useful to have this land as like a lethal threat for the following turn. Just to use all these tokens. Try to race this thing, that's what I'm thinking. Okay. I'll just discard one of them. Might not be correct, but... yeah, we're casting this with all of these. And then we'll play this. Because this definitely threatens lethal now. I guess they need another... Go for the throat. Well, okay, they have it. And Lily is going to go up or down? Up, okay.
Don't overthink things.
Okay, swing for 6. And... yeah, I guess this is our play. And do we attack? Take out the Lily, or do we just go face here? I mean, the worst they can do is make me sacrifice a creature, which is like -2 damage. If I attack this, it's like -4 damage. I think it's just better go face here. Yeah. I think we just have to try to race this, so... I think this is our best chance at winning. Unholy Annex, sure. Make me sacrifice a creature. So I'm going to take 2, go to 10, take 6, go to 4, and then 2 more, go to 2. But then I should have a lethal attack on the backswing. I only have 1 mana up and 1 card, so... Six, so let's see, they have 1 blocker, 1, 2, yeah, this should be lethal, right? Well, that's Restless Prairie doing some work. Alright, GG. On to the next one. Alright, on the play here, and looks pretty good. Keepable anyways, so the Llanowar Elves. Let's see what they kill it. We can play the reinforcements. If they don't, I think we'll just play the empath here. Well, actually, do this and this. Maybe we'll do that. Play... yeah, let's just play this and hold up reinforcements. Against blue-black. See what they do. Okay, end of turn. Reinforcements. Not sure if they have a removal or some sort of flash threat here. Counterspell. Could have all sorts of stuff. Counterspell, okay. Okay, ooh, there's hop to it. Maybe I just want to resolve that. Let's see, that's probably the play in the swing. Swing for a bunch here. Okay, nice. Big hit. Let's see what they do. Nothing. Okay. Alright, well, I'm trying to use all my mana with these, I think. We'll go for the Stalker. See if that resolves. It does. Okay. Try for the Fierce Empath. That resolves. Let's hope they don't have a board sweeper here. That's basically a huge weakness for this deck. Okay, that's a removal spell on the Stalker. I see. Okay. Well, this will let me get Imperiosaur. Can't cast it. We have 5 creatures, so we'll swing for 3. And then next turn, big ol' Imperiosaur can come down. Let's see what they got. No, nothing. Alright. GG. On to the next one. Alright, on the draw here with a decent opening hand. I think it's worth keeping. No 1-drop, but lead with the Prairie in that case, and hold up Reinforcements next turn. Might be a tough matchup. Green-black. Beanstalk deck. Okay. Sure. Land. Okay, play my Reinforcements. Ooh, nice. There's an Empath. Okay. So let's just go... I don't know if they're going to have a sweeper. Just go wide here. In case... They do have something... Next turn... You get an Imperiosaur down next turn. Duress, okay. All creatures. Oops, all creatures. Glad to cast that hop to it. And there's a Glissa, okay. Yeah, so that... Oh, and there is an Imperiosaur. And actually... This is... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, not quite enough. Well, we could play it. We could play the Empath and cast the Imperiosaur. We can't quite play Surrak and give it haste because we only have 5 creatures. I mean, we could play it and just wait till next turn, but I think it's better to just... I'm just going to play the Empath here and get another Imperiosaur, and then just cast it. It's a bit awkward that this Glissa holds off this Imperiosaur just because it has First Strike and Death Touch. So they really can't like attack unless they, you know, well, they're going to go for the throat. Okay, that's fine. Totally fine. See if they attack. Be somewhat surprised if they do. Okay, there's a hop to it. Nice. Gosh, I'm not going to play around a board sweeper. I'm just going to go... Yeah, because this holds off like everything. I'm going to go just go all in here. Hop to it. Dwynen's Elite. And cast this Ancient Imperiosaur. I guess I'll just tap these summoning 6 ones here. And then... I want to get in for like 3 damage. Nah, that's alright. Let's save the tokens for next turn. We can activate the Prairie and just get in for a ton of damage. Alright, they've had enough of these tokens. Alright, GG. Okay, on the play here, this hand looks fine. No one drop, unfortunately, but just lead with planes. And we can go reinforcements, empath, or into hop to it. Just hold up the reinforcements here. Let's see. Deep Cavern Bat. Well, I'm just gonna cast this. Because it's my play. I don't want them to take it. But they'll probably take a hop to it? I'm not sure, actually. Maybe the Imperiosaur. Kind of depends on what their hand is. I mean, I'll play either 3-drop next turn. Yeah, the hop to it. I figured. Ooh, maybe I won't play either 3-drop. I think I'm gonna play this and this. That gives me 5 creatures. Attack for 2. Alright, we'll go Stalker into Elite here. Take 1 from the land. But that's fine. I had this on turn 1, but we'll take it. Okay, Gix. Interesting. Alright, well, let's see. We have 1, 2, 3. If I draw a land, I can do everything here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I think I want to get this Imperiosaur down, though, for sure. Yeah, I'm 1 mana short, or 1 creature short here. So, if I tap everything... I want to get in for 3 damage. I think I just want to tap everything here. Give it many counters on it as possible. I was thinking I could not tap this and attack for 3. It's an option, but we'll see. They need the go for the throw. They may have it. But it will tap them out to do that. If they don't have the go for the throw, they're kind of just dead. Alright, they have it. Okay. Attack for 1. Draw a card. Okay. Well, I can get... I can go super wide here. I think I'm just going to go for another one here. 1, 2, 3... Yeah, just go... Empath. And... Get another one. See if they have another go for the throat. Certainly possible that they do, because... 1, 2, 3... Oh, you know, I think this is tapping for mana, not convoke here. Oh, I was like, why does this? It should be a 2020. Auto tapper. Why? Why auto tapper? Hopefully that doesn't matter. But that is a huge issue. Auto tapper. Because I was like, it should be a 2020. It's not. So they can't target it. That's the good news. You can cut down something, sure. So actually might come up. Alright, I'm gonna just play out this to pump up my Stalker here. And then swing with everything. So yeah, if I'm 2 damage short here, let's see how much it goes through. Nope, that was enough. Alright. GG. On to the next one. Alright, on the draw, this hand is... it's okay. 1 drop would be nice to draw. Nope. Didn't get there. Alright. And ooh, a lot of lands here. That is unfortunate. Reinforcements into Salvager. Alright. Play out the reinforcements. Probably going to take the Imperiosaur. We'll see. No? Not going to take it. Alright, well, I'm going to attack. They're probably not going to block. Assume. Okay. And just pass. Next turn, I can't quite cast this. We still need another creature or another land in play. Alright, well they missed on lands. That's good for us. Attack. Alright, release the dogs. They hungry? Or whatever. Okay, Anoint with Affliction. Sure. I guess that's another reason Imperiosaur is pretty good. Next turn, let's see, we have 5 creatures, so yeah, we could go Empath into Imperiosaur. Oh wow, we can do Empath into Elite into Imperiosaur. And yeah. GG. Alright, on the draw. This hand looks pretty good. Kind of an elf beatdown hand. Let's see. Copperline Gorge. 1 drop? Mana? On the mouse? No? Nothing on turn 1? Okay. Let's go for the elf on turn 1. Oh, Seed of Hope. Ooh, okay. So, Delirium style deck here. That's cool. I'm gonna take the 2-drop, which they may play here. We'll see. No, just playing FOMO. Gonna get Delirium online. Okay, I think I want to play out this Salvager then. Here, I mean, could play this and this to go wide if we wanted to, but I'm just thinking having a blocker for this FOMO is pretty nice as well. Then next turn, yeah, we can make a bunch of elves. We could make a bunch of rabbits. Probably make the elves. Fight that. Okay, wow. And that gets to attack twice. Nice. Big hit. Alright, ooh, there's an empath, which might be useful. Let's just play out our elves here. And get in for 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I suppose. Could chump this if I need to. Let's see what they got. Yeah, they're probably gonna swing. What will they untap? FOMO, yeah. Do I block this or just take... Well, this is 8 and 12, so I kind of have to block something. I think I'll just block there. This FOMO got pretty big pretty quickly. Definitely a really good start for the opponent. Pretty good start for us too, but we'll see. This BCB down is pretty good. Opponent is in the tank. Okay, trade and swing. And I guess there's no blocks here. The 3. Release the dogs. Could play that. I could play the Surrak and like try to just block this thing. That's kind of an interesting play. I mean, I could just try to chump it with release the dogs. Need one more mana to like use this ability. I can't really get Imperiosaur chumping. I'm just thinking, gosh, not an easy choice. This thing is kind of a beast here. Release the dogs would do what for me? I'm not sure. I think I'm just going to play Surrak and target itself and probably have to leave 2 things back in case they have a removal spell. I don't know. I think I would rather jump with that if I have to. This is a tough one, though. Yep. Yeah. Ooh, I should have left this one back, too. Yeah, I'm just 100% dead here, no matter what I do. Unless I untap. Oh, wow. Okay, that was my only chance. Was that he was to untap the wrong thing. Because now I can... Gosh. It's so hard to navigate. Needed to hit land drops. If I go release the dogs... Gives me chump blockers. Potentially a bunch of stuff to do there. Play this. Chump. Because I have to chump. I'm just going to go no attacks. It's not looking good. Hit the land drop. That's not good either. They attack with everything. I block with everything here. And they have one sort of removal spell. I'm just completely blown out here. If I chump block with one and then chump block again... and that'll leave me with 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures. I can play the Empath, that would be 5. This will give me 6. If I draw land, I can play an Imperiosaur. Try to do that. Not sure if this is right, but... Yeah, the Spomo is definitely a beast here. Another beastie, yeah. I don't think I'm winning this one. Let's see. I can do the play, like, make an Imperiosaur. One, two, three. I'm gonna be 5 creatures, 6 creatures. I can make a big Imperiosaur and die. I have to do hop to it. And just pass. Hmm. Yep. Sure. Oh wow, they have one of these worm things? That's not good. Alright, I'm pretty sure I'm just dead here. This says trample, true? 5/5 trample, okay. Back with everything. What's he gonna untap though? A beastie? Okay. Just make sure I'm actually dead here. I do this here. This here. This one has to die here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That'll trade there. Not just dead because I'm not 100% dead. I'm trying to think if this is the best play. Jump. If I do this on here, I mean, taking out the FOMO would be ideal if I can. Is it more important to take out the FOMO? This trampling for 2 would be... Okay. I think that's the best thing I can do. But, yeah, not looking good. I do have burst lightning too. That could just kill me at any moment. So not dead yet, but definitely on the way to dead. Because I have to basically chump walk everything here. Yeah, I don't think there's any way I'm winning this one. Attack. I can chump. Yeah. Needed a land drop a little earlier. Brandon Realmbreaker. Yeah, that'll make their land into a creature. I'm assuming. And then I will concede if they do that. This is haste, right? Yeah, okay. Alright. Doesn't really matter what they untap. I have to chump, and so. GG. Alright, welcome back to the wrap-up for our Ancient Imperiosaur, Fierce Empath, green-white tokens deck. This uses a bunch of new Foundations cards, which is pretty fun to try them all out. Definitely would recommend it for a fun time. I had a winning record playing in the competitive ranked queue, so I think you could rank up. There's probably some tweaks that you could make to this deck. Other cards you could try out. Let me know in the comments below anything that you might do to tweak it. It certainly has a weakness of like sweepers. That is definitely something that's hard to beat, obviously, for this deck. I might play like a third. The Restless Prairie was very good when I had it that one game. It pretty much won me the game by itself. So maybe you play a third of those. I mean, you do have some 1-drops, but I think it's fine to play like a third Restless Prairie in this deck because I think it works just so well with a token strategy. You could maybe play a few more of the Salvagers. I didn't really like Surrak, so maybe cut one of those or so and play another Salvager. Maybe that's the change I would make just based on these cards. And then, of course, you could play some amount of removal or like punch spells in green as well. But yeah, you could play some removal spells in white. There's not like Get Lost is probably the best one, or something along those lines if you wanted some removal. But overall, I was just kind of going all in on trying to make a giant Ancient Imperiosaur, which seem to work, or just kind of a go wide strategy seems pretty good and standard right now. So yeah, let me know what you think about the deck in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.